Hi guys, welcome to the channel once again. My name is Eddie Fresh of Eddie Fresh Studios, and if you are new to this channel, I will urge you to subscribe to our channel, and also don't forget to hit the notification bell so that if we drop great contents such as this, you'll be able to get notification. Going forward, we started this tutorial from how to load up tracks, how to put in your instrumental, how to set up your audio track with your group tracks and all that. So if you are somebody who is just watching this for the first time, I will urge you go into our other videos. You are going to find the part 1 and 2 of this video there, and then you watch those ones as well so that you might understand where we are coming from or where we started from up to this level. Without wasting my time, let's go into the part 3. The part 3, we said we are going to talk about plugins which we used in group 3, plugins that we use in group 3, and how we finalize our project. So group 3, what we do is, let's listen to group 2. The plugins in group 2 are active. Let's listen to it once again to remind ourselves where we ended the last time, then we continue from there. Okay, so this is how it sounds like with the plugins in group 2 attached. So we are going to plugins in group 3. In group 3, what I would like to do first is to add a denoiser, and the denoiser I use here is X Noise Stereo. With that one, I would like us to listen to only the vocals without the denoiser, and we will listen to the vocals after we put in the denoiser. So without the denoiser, this is how it sounds like. Kang nyentong okay, so what we are going to do now is we are going to add our denoiser and reduce the noise a little bit. Let's listen to it with the denoiser. Mind you, the denoiser, the input is always the red line and the output is the green line. So when we reduce this a little bit to see what actually happens. I think this is okay for me. From there, what I like to do is I like to add my fab filter again to make the voice more crispy. You understand? Yeah. I feel some irritating sounds, but normally to reduce those sounds, I don't do it here because this is a group channel. Remember, all your tracks you have recorded will pass through this. So if I want to take away sounds that are irritating to the ear, I come to the group channel, the audio channel itself, then I come to insert, then I add maybe the file filter here, and I can use that to cut off parts that sounds weird. Something like this. Kanta kuno kang iya nyentong cha unanga erema. Okay. Kanta kuno. So let's off it and you listen to what happened there around this side. Kang iya nyentong cha unanga erema. Kanta kuno kang iya nyentong cha unanga erema. Kanta kuno kang iya nyentong cha unanga erema. So when it gets to erema, you realize there's some irritating sound there. So what I normally do is I cut them down with this. So Kanta kuno kang iya nyentong cha unanga erema. Kanta kuno kang iya nyentong cha unanga erema. So normally that is what I do. So let's come back to the so back to this. This usually when you are doing it is affecting every track you are using. So if you want to single-handedly do something specifically on a specific vocal, you go to its track and do that. But for the group channels, it happens to the whole group, so that the voice or the vocal will be uniquely the same. You won't have variations of voice and all that. So let's listen to it. If it is the way we want it, then we leave it that way. If it is not the way we want it, then we track it the way we want it. Kanta kuno kang iya nyentong cha unanga erema. 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 Kanta kuno. So basically that is what I do with that EQ. And the next thing to add is the Arrow Vox. It is a voice resilience plugin, and basically you can also copy this when you are somebody who like uploading to Spotify and other places. They like this compression not to be so much. They actually play your sound to see if it is it sounds right and all that. If you want your sound to sound right everywhere, because Spotify and other shops also do their own stuff to your music before uploading them, in order to maintain the quality. If you bring this tool down and they also go ahead to do this, it may affect the quality and you won't like it. So with this, I think you can copy the settings here, but with the gain you can decide to play around and get kang iya nyentong cha unanga erema. Kanta kuno kang iya nyentong cha unanga erema. So basically that is what I do. After that, I add another Denoiser. This time this Denoiser, this button here is something you use to control your diaphragm, and from there the next is the threshold, which will really boost your SS out or bring your SS down. So with this, I listen to it and I play with the threshold to the place I want. If I feel okay, then I leave it. With all the plugins, using them, you want to trust your ear. Yes, you want to trust your ear in using all these plugins. If you don't have a good ear, you have to start training your ear so that you can hear sound better, you can appreciate sound better. So let's play with the range, which I always describe as your diaphragm, and also the threshold. Kanta kono kang iyan yentong chauna nga erema. 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 So basically I would like to leave this at this place. The next thing we want to do is to add our next plugin, which is this one right here, the Reverb. So I use the Roomworks. It comes with Cubase, and it's a very nice reverb. Okay, with this reverb, what I do is I play with the mix here, I play with the diffusion here, yeah, play with the diffusion, I play with the size, which determines the room size or the studio size or whatever size. Yes, then I play with the reverb time. Do you want the reverb to last very long? Do you want the reverb to be very short? Do you want it to be medium? Whatever. When you listen to the song with the reverb, you can determine whether you want your reverb to be long or short, and the pre-delay here helps you to know if or helps you to determine if your reverb should rather start maybe after the voice starts, or should start immediately with the voice. So that one also depends. So you look at all this and also use that to set your delay. They have this calculation they always do for the delay and reverb, but the fact is, if your room is not a standard studio, you can use that calculation, but it won't work because some rooms already have a little bit of reverb in them, some even have echo in them. And for that matter, if you want to be following that process and you know yourself that your studio is not a standard one, you always have a problem. So the best thing is to use your ear. So let's listen to the song with the instrumental and everything, and we can use our ear to determine where the reverb is supposed to be. Kanta kono kang iyan yentong chauna nga erema. Uyalan kanta kono kang iyan yentong chauna nga erema. okay. I think this is okay. So the next thing I would like to do is to add my delay, and this is the delay I use, stereo delay. It also comes with Cubase, and with the delay too I play with the mix, and whatever I do to this mix I do the same to this mix. Whatever I do to this delay here I do the same to this delay. Whatever I do to the feedback I do the same to this feedback. I hope you get me. Alright, so without wasting much time, let's listen to how it sounds like without the beats and with the delay on.
Uyalankanta kono kang iyen yentong chao na nga erma kanta kono kang iyen yentong chao na nga erma Uyalankanta kono kang iyen yentong chao na nga erma Kanta kuno kang iyan yentong chao na nga irma Uyalang kanta kuno kang iyan yentong chao na nga irma Kanta kuno kang iyan yentong chao na nga irma.
So basically this will be okay for me. That is if you'll be doing backend and other stuff, and sometimes you wouldn't be doing backend. If you can use the delay as your backend, you set it very well and it will back you. Like when you sing it backs, you won't need to do any backend. Sometimes in my songs I don't do backend. All I do is to sing the main thing and make sure I sing it well. Then I'll use the delay to do the backend. Let's listen to the instrumental with the vocals and the delay on. I come to this E right here. Remember we are still on group 3. I come to the E here, then I click on it to show the mixer. Okay, so I come to the synth, then I select stereo. So let's pick it again. Left click on the empty space, this will come. You go to output and go to stereo. Okay, then you put it as 0. You put the value at 0. Okay, the value at 0. Let's listen to it without that stereo output we've kept here. You realize without that stereo output the vocals are down, they are soaked in the song, but if I on it they will pop out.
kanta kuno pang yento chauna ga erma.
And they don't distort at all. They just pop out smoothly. They don't just distort. After this one, the next secret I'm about to teach you, just press F3 on your keyboard, F3, and it will pop out this mixer. Go to the stereo output. Remember, you've chosen stereo output on the tracks. Okay, go to your stereo output here, press the E symbol. It will bring its mixer out. Come here to the third count, 1 2 3, the third one. Put maximizer in there, leave it at its settings. Come to the second one, put limiter, put a limiter there. Fine. This is the secret to making your music sound the same everywhere. No matter where you go and play it, the way it sounded in the studio is going to sound the same there. So you just listen to it right now with those two effects before we add the last one, then we get to the rendering stage. Check out the vocals without, sorry, let's check out the vocals without these effects on.
Kanta kuno kang yento chauna ga erma.
Now let's check the vocal with this maximizer on.
Uyalan kanta kuno kang yento chauna ga erma.
Let's further check it with the limiter on.
Uyalan kanta kuno kang yento chauna ga erma.
After this, you add the last one, which is multi-band compressor. Fine. So with the multi-band compressor, this is where the magic happens. You know, every speaker, every audio output speaker, whether it's monitor, whether headphones, whether they are MP3 players, whether they are radio sets or whatever, they deal with the low tones, the mid tones, the mid highs and the highs. So when you understand that, ask yourself, most of your sounds, where should they play from? So let's listen to the beats and the vocals together and see how it sounds like. So basically that is it. I think we will now listen to the whole thing and see how it sounds like.
Wala dream how much I win no ma. Sikri ba e bondi no wala intaro diena. No min blaja segelen. Ki yala sunna ne ti yala bio ai.
Young Butcher on the
Taki na woman yala sunja. Mamora blaja ki sama.
the next tutorial we'll be doing would be on mastering, or how to master your sound. If you are also new, you can go to the links below to watch the part 1 and 2 of this tutorial, and then also do well to subscribe and hit the notification bell. If you want to export, what you do is you come to file and you come to export. Here you come to audio mix down, and if you are yet to do what we call mastering, you save your song as wave, don't save it as mp3. So let's say tutorials. So you save it as wave. So click here, come and save it as this wave. So let's say you selected output channel, then you come here and hit export, and it will export within some short time. Okay, so it's done. So you close, then it's on your desktop, you can see it here. Now let's listen to how it sounds like here.
Wala dream how much I win no ma. Sikri ba e bondi no wala intaro diena. No min blaja sagalen. Ki yala sunna ne ti yala ko ai. Yang buce ante. Chakina woman yala sunja. Mamore blaja ki sama.
So basically that is your song for you.
Yeah.